Hi, my name is Ray Griffin. I'm a certified Gracie Jiu Jitsu black belt under red and black belt master Pedro Sauer. A friend of mine asked me to show some attacks from the bottom of crossbody or side control. So I'll show a few of my favorites where you can catch someone. The idea of this to make these work is typically you're catching these when someone's not really paying attention, when they're trying to transition from one type of control to another. And a lot of times your best escapes, reversals, sweeps will come from looking to attack in a position where they're not expecting attack. So let's get right to it. All right, so on my back here, first of all, body positioning. I want to make sure I have my toes alive. As Master Sauer would say, feet planted, balls of my feet, active, hips in an active position, shoulder off the ground. I want to be flat on my back. Shoulder off the ground, elbows in, arms like 2x4s, so I can breathe and so that they're useful frames to me. So as he comes down into the crossbody position, we've got two options here. If he goes in kind of a scarf hold where he's got this arm underneath my head, my arm right here is going to be underneath his throat, right here bugging him as a frame. Right here cupping his shoulder, the other hand here is right here on his hip. Not my forearm, not my elbow, my hand right here on his hip bugging him, always keeping space. So this is one option here. A lot of times this gets uncomfortable. They want to transition to try and get this hand off, get this arm out of the throat. He starts to bring his hand to the other side front, so the outside of my neck, I don't want to leave this here because now my arm's vulnerable. So typically, come back here again. As he goes to transition, I'm just going to hide this hand underneath. Now I've got both 2x4s. Again, I'm safe. Both of them are right here. So he comes back again because he's finding it's not working. I go right back to this. Now this is where you can catch someone in a pretty slick Americana. As he starts to bring his hand around again to get this control, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this arm to be here. As this arm comes around, a lot of times the guys will sneak it right in front of your neck, trying to think about putting this blade right here in your neck here. So as he comes back, as he comes to sneak again, I want to catch this wrist right here. The nice thing is because my feet are planted, I've got good positioning. Right here, I'm going to catch this wrist right to the good figure four lock. And because my toes are planted, I'm going to start driving myself this direction and catch him in Americana. Right there. So again, when he goes to transition, he starts to bring that blade right across my neck. Sometimes looking for the collar. I'm going to trap this, bring this outside hand through, catch that fat figure four. I'm going to drive my body, my whole body, this direction till he tap. So that's one option. Now, sometimes both hands are already, he's already on this side of me. So his elbow, both elbows are on both sides of my body here. Right here like this. And he's not necessarily taking the bait. He's not trying to come back around. Sometimes I got to deal with this in this position right here. This can work equally as well from the scarf position. It doesn't really matter. The key is where his arms are. In this case, again, keep my body positioning here. I'm going to bridge hard into this guy. I'm going to get my knee right up into the chest. Once I'm in this position, as I'm moving, I can climb the shoulder, pop this leg over top, right here for this arm lock right here. Just a little bit of hip extension, and it's right there. Doesn't take much. Now, so again, from this position here, he feels pretty stable. If I can get turned in the right position, bridge into him, knee can come up to the chest, bring my leg up. So rather than escaping all the way through, bring this leg up over top, transition to this arm bar right here. A lot of times the guy will try and pull this out. At the same time, he's going to frame off of me with this arm here, pulling this arm out. Once he does, I need to be ready. I don't want him to think that I know what's going on. He pulls the arm out hard. Now I've got a stiff arm right here that I can trap right behind my neck for a violin choke right here. Can catch it here, can catch it behind the elbow. In this case, he tries to pull this arm out. I can catch it again right here. And again, I've got a nice kimura. Now sometimes the guy will also step up like this to try and defend, to pull this arm out. As he starts pulling it out, I can transition. I can drive him this direction with my knees, bring his leg around, and catch this leg right here. Let me show that again. So once I've done this arm bar, I'm already up here. He's pulling this arm out. I go to this arm here. I'm not getting this arm. He's not letting me have it, but the leg's right here. I drive him back, transitioning to here. Bring this knee through right here. Leg comes over top. Trap, pinch my knees. Back here. Straighten this leg out. And worst case, he starts pulling the foot back. I can go right to the toe hold. Right to there. Okay. One last kind of series of options here. I've got the guy here on top of me. In this case, you got someone who's a decent wrestler. He's going for scarf hold here. He may, as I'm trying to work here, put a foot, or excuse me, his arm inside my leg and try and control like a cradle. Right here like this, like he's trying to flatten me, take me this direction. Okay, come back. From here, kind of same idea. As I'm feeling him pull this leg here, I want to bridge. I want him to feel like he's doing a good job. I'm going to kick my leg straight and drive him down. Leg over top, triangle. Squeeze my knees together. Now, a lot of times strong guys are going to flex and they're going to not tap and you feel like it's not working. Again, I've got this arm right here. Now that it's here, a lot of times I can trap the arm right there, catch it. If he starts bending out of it, right back to this. Nice kimura right here. Transition to the other side. Again, if he bends out the other direction, same thing. Right back to this americana right there. So there's approximately 5, 6, 7 different types of attacks from the bottom across body.